and currently leading is MD162. Following closely behind are Train 94 and Knickenbocker, with Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 in third position. The competition is heating up. Okyoki 3 has made a move up to 6p, overtaking Bucksize Row. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge are now at 8p after overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Noga 77 has advanced to 16p, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Hey there! Riding with Gary_710 is always a thrilling experience. Enjoy the race, everyone! Bucksize Row advances to 6th, passing Okyoki 3. Duff Dad from Team Cod climbs to 10th, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Lord Tokney and Laserlost move up to 12th, surpassing 10K Mean 704 and Sir Iron Bot. $81,792, Super Lacroix and Duff Dad are locked in a heated battle for the 9th position. $81,792 and Super Lacroix's Alfa Romeo Giulia TZ2 is going head-to-head against Duff Dad's Shelby GT350. Bucksize Row and Okyoki 3 are duking it out for 6th place. Duff Dad is making moves, now in 9th after passing 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Gary 710 is climbing the ranks, currently sitting in 18th after overtaking Bobardo from Team Blast. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have made a strong move to take 7th place, overtaking Okyoki 3. They are now locked in a battle for that position. Meanwhile, Kokubai 90 and Sirenov have gained ground, moving up to 19th place by overtaking Bobardo. Currently, AITY 1792 and Super Lacroix have advanced to 9p, surpassing Duff Dad. 10K Mean 704 and Sir Iron Bot have moved up to 12p, overtaking Lord Tokney and Laserlost. Kokubai 90 and Siren VR have progressed to 18p, overtaking Gary 710. $81,792 and Super Lacroix in the Alfa Romeo Giulia TZ2 are locked in a fierce battle with Duff Dad in the Shelby GT350 for the 9th position. Let's see who comes out on top. Train 94 and Knickenbocker are gaining on MD162, reducing the gap by 2.9 seconds. Bucksize Row from Team Quark Express and Okyoki 3 from Team Cod are locked in a battle for 6th place. Duff Dad has advanced to 9th place, overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Duff Dad is making moves, now up to 8p after overtaking Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge. Meanwhile, Smurf 20, for K-Host Spirit, and R.A. Raphael from Team Blast are all vying for 22p. It's a tight battle with some classic cars on the track. Lacroix 1980, Vood 12, and Sabine 27 are contending for the 3rd position. Meanwhile, 81,792 and Super Lacroix have advanced to 9th place, surpassing Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge. Over in the back, Stiffs Machen Junge, Paradox, Smurf 20, and Fakeho Spirit are locked in a tight battle for 21st place. Exciting update, Okyoki 3 takes 5th place from Buckseyes Row. Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate make gains, moving up to 21st by overtaking Stiffs Machen Junge and Paradox. Noga 77 and Gary 710 from Team for 20 are engaged in a tight duel for the 18th position. Noga 77 is maneuvering his Shelby GT350 against Gary 710's Ford Mustang GT. Train 94 and Nukembakum are pushing the pressure on MD162, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. A fierce battle for 4P is underway between Sabine 27 in a Lancia Stratos HF and Okyoki 3 in a Shelby GT350. Meanwhile, Gary 710 has made a move up to 18P, overtaking Noga 77. Okyoki 3 and Sabine 27 are fiercely battling for the 4th position, with Okyoki 3 in a Shelby GT350 and Sabine 27 in a Lancia Stratos HF. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have made gains, now sitting at 9th place after overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Noga 77 has also advanced to 18th place, surpassing Gary 710. 81,792 and Super Lacroix make a great move to 9P, surpassing Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge. Meanwhile, R.A. Raphael now finds himself in 21P after overtaking Smurf 20 and Fakeho Spirit. It's a tight battle for 22P between Smurf 20, Fakeho Spirit, Stiffs Machen Junge, and Paradox. Train 94, Nukembakum, Lacroix 1980, and Vu 12 are currently engaged in a fierce battle for the 2nd position. Someone said, "Hey Amy, activate the boost." Beep BOOP. Boost mode engaged. Good luck out there on the track. Asterisk room, asterisk. Lacroix 1980, Vu 12, and Okyoki 3 are in a tight battle for 3rd place. Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12 are driving Lancia Stratos HF, while Okyoki 3 is piloting a Shelby GT350. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have made a strong move into 9th place, overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. There's a tight battle for 12th place between Lord Tokney and Laserlost in a Porsche 904 and 10K Marine 704 and Sarayan Bot in a Shelby GT350. Buckseyes Row has advanced to 5th place, passing Duff Dad. Meanwhile, Duff Dad has also made a move, overtaking Sabine 27 and securing 6th place. Sabine 27 has made a move up to 5P, overtaking Buckseyes Row. Meanwhile, Gary 710 has also moved up to 18P, surpassing Noga 77. Okyoki 3 is closing in on MD 162, reducing the gap by 2.6. Sabine 27 and Buck's Row are in a battle for 5p. Sabine 27 in the Lancia Stratos HF is fighting hard with Buck's Row in the Shelby GT350 for 5p. Meanwhile, Electric Mary and Meyer have made impressive progress, climbing up to 10p by overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Lacroix 1980, Vood 12, and Sabine 27 are currently engaged in a heated battle for the 4th position. Zago 22 and VD 39 are making a strong push, closing the gap by 15.3 seconds to One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Sabine 27, Lacroix 1980, and Vood 12 are in an intense battle for 4th place. Zago 22 and VD 39 continue to close in on One Serious Guy and Shipperman, reducing the gap by 15.3 seconds. Ferrer 023 is rapidly closing in on Zago 22 and VD 39, reducing the gap by 15.1. Keep an eye on this intense battle for position. Wayne Train 94, New Kembakken, and Sabine 27 are locked in a tight battle for the 3rd position. Okyoki 3 is making gains, closing in on MD 162 by 3.0. Tenkainen 704 and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 12p, surpassing Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. Tenkainen 704 and Sir Ironbot in a Shelby GT350 are competing with Lord Tokeny and Laserlost in a Porsche 904 for 12p. Someone said, "Hey Amy, get out of my car." Beep BOOP. Alright, take control. I'll hop over to another driver's ride. Sabine 27, Lacroix 1980, and Vood 12 are currently in a fierce battle for the 4th position. Kokubai 90 and Sirenov have made a significant move, now in 16th position after overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Bobardo is gaining ground on Gary 710, reducing the gap by 5.1 seconds. Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg have advanced to 16th place, overtaking Kokubai 90 and Sirenov. Bobardo is continuing to close in on Gary 710, narrowing the gap by 5.1 seconds for Team for 20. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are now at 23p after overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. One Serious Guy and Shipperman have moved up to 24p by passing Bobardo. Okyoki 3 from Team COD is making a move, getting closer to MD 162 by 2.1. Meanwhile, Lord Tokeny and Laserlost have advanced to 12p, overtaking Tenkainen 704 and Sir Ironbot. A tight battle for 12p is ongoing between Lord Tokeny and Laserlost in a Porsche 904, and Tenkainen 704 and Sir Ironbot in a Shelby GT350. Buck's Row has made a strong move up to 6p, passing Duff Dad in the process. We've got a tight battle for that position. Meanwhile, Tenkainen 704 and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 12p after overtaking Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. Electric Mary and Meyer have advanced to 8p, surpassing Bucksizero. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have advanced to 9p, passing 81,792 and Super Lacroix. 81,792 and Super Lacroix have moved up to 10p, overtaking 10K Manine 704 and Sir Iron Bot. 10K Manine 704 and Sir Iron Bot have progressed to 11p, overtaking Lord Tokney and Laserlost. Bucksizero falls back to 24p, Amin San and Cedric now at 14p, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg move up to 15p, overtaking Coca by 90 and Sirenov. Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are neck and neck with Coca by 90 and Sirenov for the 15th position. Zago 22 and VD 39 are making a move, narrowing the gap to Bucksizero by 3.9 seconds. Okyoki 3 has impressively taken the lead from MD 162. Meanwhile, Sabine 27, Lacroix 1980, and Vu 12 are locked in a tight battle for the 4th position. Coca by 90 and Sirenov have made a move up to 15th place, surpassing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. The battle for 15th place is heating up between Coca by 90 and Sirenov in a Shelby GT350 and Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg in a Chevrolet Chevy2 Nova SS. Train 94 and Newcambochum are now in 2nd place after overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12. Meanwhile, Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12 have moved up to 3rd place by passing Sabine 27. Electric Mary and Meyer have also advanced to 7th place by overtaking Duff Dad. MD 162 seems to be struggling, dropping 9 positions to 15p. Duff Dad is also facing challenges, falling back 10 positions to 18p. Meanwhile, Sabine 27 has made a strong move up to 3p, overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12. Smurf 20 and Host Pirate are making a strong move, overtaking for cars to secure the 15th position. Schiffsmädchen Junge and Paradox are also on the move, overtaking for cars to claim 16th place. Edelbeck and Komodo 3K are quickly gaining ground, overtaking 5 cars to grab the 17th spot. Bobardo has made a move, advancing to 24p after overtaking R. Raphael. $81,792 and Super Lacroix have advanced to 6th place, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer in the process. 10K Manine 704 and Sir Ironbot have surpassed Electric Mary and Meyer, now in a battle for 7th place. Amin San and Cedric have also gained ground, overtaking Lord Tokney and Laserlos to secure 10th position. Coca by 90 and Sirenov showcase strong moves to take 10th place from Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Meanwhile, Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg swiftly overtake Electric Mary and Meyer, securing 11th position. The intense battle for 26th place involves Zago 22 and VD 39 in a Porsche 911 RS 2.7, battling against Farah 023 driving a Ford Mustang Boss 429. Electric Mary and Meyer are struggling, dropping back 6 positions to 20th place. Stiefsmaidchenjunge and Paradox have advanced to 14th, overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K, who now hold the 15th spot after passing MD 162. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are fiercely battling for the 15th position, while MD 162 is right in the mix. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are in a Jaguar E-Type lightweight, while MD 162 is maneuvering a Holden Monroe 73. Duff Dad has made a solid move up to 17p, successfully overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. MD 162 and Duff Dad continue their duel for the 16th position, with MD 162 in a Holden Monroe 73 and Duff Dad in a Shelby GT 350. Bucks Row has advanced to 18th place, overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. The trio is now locked in a battle for 18th place, with Bucks Row driving a Shelby GT 350 and One Serious Guy and Shipperman in a Mazda RX-3 GT. Okyoki 3 is struggling, dropping 9 positions to 11th place. Sabine 27 makes a move to 2nd place, surpassing Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. 81,792 and Super Lacroix advance to 5th place, overtaking 10K Manine 704 and Sarayan Bot. Noga 77 is making a strong move, narrowing the gap to Okyoki 3 by 30.0. Meanwhile, Edelberg and Komodo 3K are facing challenges, slipping back 7 positions to 24p. The battle for position is heating up. Stiefsmaidchenjunge and Paradox are fiercely competing for the 14th spot, with MD 162 closely in the mix. Meanwhile, Electric Mary and Meyer have made impressive progress, securing 18th place after overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Further back, R.A. Raphael has advanced to 24th position, successfully passing Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Okyoki 3 is making moves, now in 10th place after overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. MD 162 also climbing up to 13th by passing Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate. And we've got a 3-way tussle for 15th position between Stiefsmaidchenjunge, Paradox, and Duff Dad. Exciting stuff. The race is heating up, with Wayne Train 94 and Nikembakken leading the pack. Sabine 27 is holding strong in 2nd place, with Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 rounding out the top 3. The competition is fierce as the drivers navigate the twists and turns on the track. MD 162 has taken over 12p from Milkus 77. It's a close battle between them. Meanwhile, Farah 023 has advanced to 26p after overtaking Zago 22 and VD 39. Zago 22 and VD 39 have made a move, advancing to 26th place by overtaking Farah 023. Smurf 20 in the Ferrari 275 GTB/C is fighting it out with Verkeerhost Kurt and Duff Dad for the 14th position. Meanwhile, Stiffs Junge and Paradox are locked in battle with Buck's Row for 16th place, all driving some classic beauties. Duff Dad has advanced to 14p, surpassing Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate. Buck's Row has climbed to 16p, overtaking Stiffs Junge and Paradox. There's a tied contest between Buck's Row in a Shelby GT350 and Stiffs Junge and Paradox in a Ferrari 275 GTB/C for the 16th position. Sabine 27 has moved up to 2p, overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12. Tadar Gardner and Susanne Greenberg has moved up to 10p, overtaking Okioki 3. MD 162 is reeling in Okioki 3, closing the gap by 3.8. Okioki 3 has climbed to 10th place, passing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Duff Dad is now in 12th position, overtaking MD 162. Stiffs Junge and Paradox have advanced to 16th place, overtaking Buck's Row. Gary from Team for 20 is making moves, climbing up to 22nd place by overtaking Bobardo. Meanwhile, Zago 22 and VD39 are locked in a battle with Farah 023 for 26th place, with Zago 22 and VD39 driving a Porsche 911 RS 2.7 and Farah 023 behind the wheel of a Ford Mustang Boss 429. Zago 22 and VD39 are making a strong push, closing the gap by 13.8 seconds to Bobardo. Meanwhile, Todd R. Gardner, Susanne Greenberg, and MD 162 are fiercely contesting the 11th position. In addition, there's an exciting battle for 16th place between Stiffs Junge, Paradox in their Ferrari 275 GTB/C, and Buck's Row in a Shelby GT350. Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are fiercely competing for the 11th position, both driving a Chevrolet V2 Nova SS and a Holden Monroe 73 respectively. Meanwhile, Smurf 20, Verkeerhost Kurt, and Buck's Row are locked in a battle for 15th place, with a Ferrari 275 GTB/C and a Shelby GT350. Hugged03 and Andrew EJC have made significant progress, rising to 19th place, overtaking Lord Tokney and Laserlost. Buck's Row makes a move, climbing to 15p, passing Stiffs Junge and Paradox. Meanwhile, Stiffs Junge and Paradox advance to 16p, overtaking Smurf 20 and Verkeerhost Kurt. And there's a tight tussle for 18p between Electric Mary and Meyer in a Shelby GT350 and Hugged03 and Andrew Edge in a Holden Monroe 73. Nolga 77 is making gains on Duff Dad, closing in by 2.8 seconds. Stiffs Junge and Paradox have advanced to 15p, overtaking Buck's Row. Hugged03 and Andrew Edge have climbed to 17p, overtaking Smurf 20 and Verkeerhost Kurt. Buck's Row has advanced to 15th place, overtaking Stiffs Junge and Paradox. They are now in a tight battle for the 15th position. Buck's Row is behind the wheel of a Shelby GT350, while Stiffs Junge and Paradox are in a Ferrari 275 GTB/C. Kokubai 90 and Sirenov have made a great move, advancing to 8th place by overtaking Amin-san and Sidriq. Todd R. Gardner, Susanne Greenberg, and Duff Dad are currently vying for the 12th position. Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are in a Chevrolet V2 Nova SS while Duff Dad is piloting a Shelby GT350. Additionally, Electric Mary and Meyer have advanced to 18th place, successfully overtaking Smurf 20 and Fouquet Host Pirate. Duff Dad has advanced to 12p, passing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Stiffs Mage and Junge and Paradox have climbed to 14p, overtaking Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have progressed to 15p, surpassing Milgus 77. Gary 710 has advanced to 21p, overtaking Buck Size Row. R.A. Raphael has significantly narrowed the distance to Buck Size Row by 2.5 units. Bo Bardo is making a serious move, closing the gap on Buck Size Row by a significant 30.7. Koki by 90, Sirenov, and Okyoki 3 are locked in a fierce battle for the 9th position. Meanwhile, Stiffs Mage and Junge, Paradox, Hugged 03, and Andrew Edge are also in an intense tussle for the 15th spot. It's quite a showdown with some impressive driving skills on display. Duff Dad is making gains, closing the gap on MD 162 by 3.3. Milgus 77 has advanced to 13p, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. There's a heated battle for 13p between Milgus 77 in a Shelby GT350 and Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg in a Chevrolet V2 Nova SS. Electric Mary and Meyer have made a strong move, now sitting at 14th position after overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Meanwhile, there's a tight battle for 15th place between Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg in a Chevrolet V2 Nova SS and Stiffs Mage and Junge and Paradox in a Ferrari 275 GTB/C. Additionally, Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge are locked in a battle with Smurf 20 and Fouquet Host Pirate for 17th position, with Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge driving a Holden Monroe 73 and Smurf 20 and Fouquet Host Pirate in a Ferrari 275 GTB/C. Caymanine 704 and Sir Ironbot are making some gains, closing in on 81,792 and Super Lacroix by 2.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Koki by 90, Sirenov, and Okyoki 3 from Team COD are fiercely fighting for the 9th position. And finally, Stiffs Mage and Junge and Paradox have made a move up to 15th, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Koki by 90, Sirenov, and Okyoki 3 of Team COD are fiercely competing for the 9th spot. Duff Dad is on the move, closing in on MD 162 with a 2.8 second gain. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have made significant progress, climbing to 16th place, surpassing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 have advanced to 2p, surpassing Sabine 27. Duff Dad has progressed to 11p, overtaking MD 162. Lord Togni and Laserlost are in a tight contest with Smurf 20 and Fouquet Host Pirate for 18p. MD 162 has advanced to 11p, surpassing Duff Dad. Lord Togni and Laserlost have progressed to 17p, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Gary 710 has moved up to 19p, overtaking Smurf 20 and Fouquet Host Pirate. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are on a roll, overtaking 5 cars to secure the 16th position. Meanwhile, MD 162 is facing difficulties, dropping back 7 positions to 18th place. Duff Dad is also struggling, falling back 8 positions to 20th place. Edelberg and Komodo 3K make a swift move, overtaking 4 cars to secure 19p. Bucksizero follows suit, overtaking 4 cars to take 20p. Bobardo also makes significant progress, overtaking 4 cars to secure 21p. Noga 77, Electric Mary, and Meyer are locked in a tight battle for the 11th position. Meanwhile, Zago 22 and VD 39 have made impressive moves, advancing to 24th place by overtaking RA Raphael. Zago 22 and VD 39 are making gains on Gary 710, cutting the gap by 7.0 seconds. Smurf 20 and Host Pirate are quickly catching up to RA Raphael, closing in by 441.2. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are locked in a battle with Bucksizero for 19th place. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are in a Jaguar E-Type lightweight while Bucksizero is in a Shelby GT350. Todd Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg in a tight battle with One Serious Guy and Shipperman for the 15th position. Todd Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg driving a Chevrolet GV2 Nova SS, while One Serious Guy and Shipperman are in a Mazda RX-3 GT. Bucksizero advances to 19th place, overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Aminsan and Sidriq have made a solid move to 6p, overtaking 10K Manine 704 and Sir Bot. Lord Tokney and Laserlost have pushed up to 13p, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg are now at 14p after overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. MD 162 gains on One Serious Guy and Shipperman, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Bucksizero climbs to 18th place, passing Electric Mary and Meyer. Smurf 20 and Host Pirate are making remarkable progress, gaining on RA Raphael by 34.2. A fierce 4-way battle for the 14th position is unfolding between Todd R. Gardner, Suzanne Greenberg, One Serious Guy, and Shipperman. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Shipperman are engaged in a tight tussle with MD 162 for the 15th spot. Sirenov said, "Hey Amy, what car are you in?" "I'm rooting for the Shelby GT350, of course. It's all about that classic muscle power." One Serious Guy and Shipperman advance to 14th place, overtaking Duff Dad. Duff Dad moves up to 15th place, overtaking MD 162. Bobardo climbs to 20th place, overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Bucksizero from Team Quark Express is making a move, closing the gap by 3.4 seconds on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are making moves, now at 13p after overtaking Duff Dad. Meanwhile, Duff Dad has gained a position, now at 14p, passing MD 162. MD 162 is up to 15p after overtaking Lord Tokney and Laserlost. Duff Dad from Team COD advances to 13p, surpassing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Bucksizero climbs to 17p, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Electric Mary and Maya now at 18p, overtaking Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are neck and neck, battling for 14th place in their Mazda RX-3 GT and Holden Monroe 73 respectively. Meanwhile, Buckseisro has advanced to 16th, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg in a thrilling battle. Zago 22 and VD 39 are making swift progress, closing in on Bobardo by 30.7 units. 10K Manine 704 and Sir Ironbot are now in 7th place after overtaking Koki by 90 and Sirenov. Conversely, Okyoki 3 has been overtaken by Koki by 90 and Sirenov, who now hold 8th place. Lord Tokeny and Laserlost have made a solid move, advancing to 18p by overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. MD 162 has advanced to 13p, overtaking Duff Dad. Hogged 03 and Andrew Edge have climbed to 19p, passing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Hogged 03 and Andrew Edge driving a Holden Monroe 73 are currently engaged in a battle for 19p with Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg in a Chevrolet V2 Nova SS. Duff Dad advances to 13th place, passing MD 162. Raphael moves up to 26th place, overtaking Street for NBZH and Opelike Marks. Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate are gaining on Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Gary 710 has made an impressive move, advancing to 21p by overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Amin Sane and Sidriq make a move up to 6p, overtaking Koki by 90 and Sirenov. Edelberg and Komodo 3K also advance to 21p, passing Gary 710. Additionally, Edelberg and Komodo 3K are currently in a heated battle with Gary 710 for the 21st position. Keep an eye on this intense mid-pack action. Okyoki 3 is now in 8th place after overtaking Koki by 90 and Sirenov. Gary 710 has advanced to 21st position, passing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Meanwhile, Bobardo is making gains, closing the gap by 2.5 seconds on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Noga 77 has advanced to 9p, passing Koki by 90 and Sirenov. Stis Machenjunj and Paradox have risen to 11p, overtaking Okyoki 3. Bobardo is narrowing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 4.0. Gary 710 overtakes Edelberg and Komodo 3K, now in 20p. Bobardo closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.4. R. Raphael is closing in on Zago 22 and VD 39, reducing the gap by 2.1. Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg make a strong move up to 21p, overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate are in hot pursuit of Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird, closing the gap by 2.4. Buckseisro from Team Quark Express advances to 15p, surpassing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy, Shipperman, Electric Mary, and Meyer are fiercely contending for 16p. In another move, Bobardo climbs to 22p after overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Buck's Row is making gains on MD 162, narrowing the gap by 2.1. Electric Mary and Meyer have advanced to 16p, surpassing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. There's a tight tussle for 18p involving Lord Tokeny, Laserlost, Hogged 03, and Andrew Edge. Lord Tokeny and Laserlost are in a Porsche 904, while Hogged 03 and Andrew Edge are in a Holden Monroe 73. Noga 77 has slipped to 15th place. Kokubai 90 and Sirenov have advanced to 9th, passing Stivs Machen Junge and Paradox. The latter duo then took 10th place from Okioki 3. One Serious Guy and Shipperman have advanced to 15p, overtaking Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. Lord Tokeny and Laserlost have ascended to 16p, surpassing Hogged 03 and Andrew UJC. Hogged 03 and Andrew UJC have progressed to 17p, overtaking Nogus 77. Smurf 20 and Fakahost Pirate are making a charge, closing in on ST4 NBZH and Obelix Marks by 44.4. Meanwhile, Gary 710 has climbed to 19p, overtaking Buck's Row. Also, Bobardo is closing in on Buck's Row from Team Quark Express, reducing the gap by 3.3. Bobardo is really on the move, reducing the gap to Buck's Row by 31.0. Additionally, Farah023 has made a strong move to 25th place by overtaking Zago 22 and VD 39. Raphael has advanced to position 23, surpassing Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird have progressed to position 26, overtaking Zago 22 and VD 39. Kokubai 90 and Sirenov have advanced to 9th place, overtaking Stivs Machen Junge and Paradox. Street 4 NBZH and Obelix Marks are putting the pressure on Zago 22 and VD 39, quickly closing the gap by 30.8. Meanwhile, Hogged 03 and Andrew Edge have made impressive moves, sneaking into the 16th position, overtaking Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. Currently, Hogged 03 and Andrew Edge are fiercely battling it out with Lord Tokeny and Laserlost for that 16th spot. Duff Dad is making gains, closing in on Okioki 3 from Team COD by 2.1. Lord Tokeny and Laserlost have advanced to 16p, surpassing Hogged 03 and Andrew Edge. Raphael has moved up to 22p, overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Farah023 is making a move, closing the gap on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg by 3.1 seconds. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are in a tight fight with Lord Tokeny and Laserlost for the 15th position. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are driving a Mazda RX-3 GT, while Lord Tokeny and Laserlost are in a Porsche 904. Duff Dad now in 11th place, overtaking Okioki 3. Lord Tokeny and Laserlost have advanced to 15, passing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. The battle for 15th is on between Lord Tokeny and Laserlost in a Porsche 904 and One Serious Guy and Shipperman in a Mazda RX-3 GT. Farah023 is making an impressive move, narrowing the gap to Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg by 2.3 seconds. Duff Dad and MD 162 are engaged in an intense battle for the 12th position. Duff Dad's Shelby GT350 is facing off against MD 162's Holden Monroe 73. Farah 023 from Team Blue Star is now in 24th after overtaking both Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. Okyoki 3 has now secured the 10th position, surpassing both Stivsmachen and Paradox. The trio is fiercely contesting the 10th spot. Meanwhile, Lord Tokney, Laserlost, Hogged 03, and Andrew Edge are neck and neck in a battle for 16th place. Lord Tokney and Laserlost have made impressive progress, climbing up to 15th place by overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. It's a tight battle between them. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are putting the pressure on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 4.3 seconds. Kokubai 90 and Sirenov have advanced to 8p, surpassing Okyoki 3. Okyoki 3 has now taken 9p after overtaking Duff Dad from Team COD, who has moved up to 10p, overtaking Stivsmachen and Paradox. Hang in there, everyone. Plenty of race left to make a comeback. Let's see some thrilling action on the track. ST4NBZH and Obelixamarks are making a strong push, closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg by 14.7. Stivsmachen and Paradox have climbed to 10th place, surpassing Electric Mary and Meyer. Electric Mary and Meyer have also moved up, overtaking MD 162 and now sit in 11th place. Buxizro makes a bold move, overtaking 5 cars to secure the 15th position. Meanwhile, Gary_710 is on a mission, closing in on Hogged 03 and Andrew Edge with an impressive 21.1 second gain. On the other hand, Smurf 20 and Host Pirate are rapidly catching up to Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 31.7 seconds. Gary710 is making a strong push, closing in on Lord Tokney and Laserlost by 14.9. Meanwhile, MD 162 is facing challenges, dropping back 10 positions to 29p. Lord Tokney and Laserlost have surged ahead, now in 17p after overtaking Gary710. Kokubai 90 and Sirenov have been overtaken by Okyoki 3, who has now claimed the 8th position. Edelberg and Komodo 3K have made strides, now sitting at 20th place after surpassing Farah 023. Not to be outdone, Farah 023 swiftly overtook RR Raphael, securing the 21st position. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are making impressive progress, significantly closing the gap on RR Raphael by 32.6. Stivsmachen and Paradox have also made a notable move to 10th place, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. The competition is heating up. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are making a move, now in 11th place after overtaking Nulgus 77. Nulgus 77 has jumped to 12th place, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Duff Dad is gaining on Electric Mary and Meyer, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Sabine 27 in the Lancia Stratos HF, Amin San, and Sidriq in the Shelby GT350 are engaged in a tight battle for 5th place. Meanwhile, Todor Gardner and Susanne Greenberg have made impressive progress, moving up to 25th position, overtaking ST4NBZH and Obelix Max. Amin Sain and Sidriq have made a smart move, advancing to 5th place by overtaking Sabine 27. Okyoki 3 has made a strong move up to 8th place, overtaking both Kokubai 90 and Sirenov. Meanwhile, RA Raphael has also advanced to 21st place, overtaking Farah 023. It looks like RA Raphael and Farah 023 are now locked in a tight battle for the 21st position, with RA Raphael in a Shelby GT350 and Farah 023 in a Ford Mustang Boss 429. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are on the move, closing in on Zago 22 and VD 39 by a significant 16.3 seconds. Todor Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are making gains, narrowing the distance to Farah 023 from Blue Star by 10.5 seconds. Zago 22 and VD 39 have surged ahead to 22p, overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird. ST4NBZH and Obelix Marks have made a significant move, advancing to 25th place by overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird. Noga 77 has made a strong move up to 11p, passing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Meanwhile, Smurf 20 and Host Spirit are gaining ground on Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird, closing the gap by 2.8 seconds. Sabine 27 makes a bold move, overtaking both Amin San and Sidriq to secure the 5th position. Amin Sain and Sidriq from Team Blast have made a swift move up to 5p, successfully overtaking Sabine 27. Electric Mary and Meyer have made a strong move, advancing to 12p by overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. The battle for 12p is heating up between Electric Mary and Meyer in a Shelby GT350 and One Serious Guy and Shipperman in a Mazda RX-3 GT. Todor Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are making moves, closing in on Zago 22 and VD 39, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Lacroix 1980 and VU 12 are rapidly catching up with Wayne Train 94 and New Cambokim, reducing the gap by 600.0. It's getting intense out there. It's an intense start with Lacroix 1980 and VU 12 taking the lead. They are closely followed by 81792 and Super Lacroix, and coming in third it's Wayne Train 94 and New Cambokim. The competition is heating up. Amin San and Sidriq have made a strong move into 4th place, passing Sabine 27. As a response, Sabine 27 has moved up to 5th place, overtaking 10K Manine 704 and Sir Ironbot. Both Tenkamanene 704 and Sir Ironbot have also advanced, now in 6th place, overtaking Wayne Train 94 and Newkembochum. Kokibai 90 and Siranov are now in 7th place after overtaking Okyoki 3. Okyoki 3, on the other hand, has advanced to 8th place, surpassing Stiftsmachenjunge and Paradox. Stiftsmachenjunge and Paradox have moved up to 9th place, overtaking Wayne Train 94 and Newkembochum. Nolga 77 is now in 10th place, successfully overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Electric Mary and Meyer have advanced to 11th place, overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Shipperman have moved up to 12th place, overtaking Duff Dad. Noted. The positions have been updated accordingly. Gary_710 is making a significant move, closing in on Wayne Train 94 and Newkembochum by reducing the gap by 568.1 units. Additionally, Lord_Tokney and Laserlost have advanced to 15p, overtaking Buckseyes Row. Keep an eye on the intense developments on the track. Duff Dad from Team COD made a move up to 12p, surpassing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. They are now in a tight battle for 12p. Meanwhile, Gary_710 from Team for 20 has advanced to 16p after overtaking Buckseyes Row. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are making moves, now up to 19p, passing RR Raphael. RR Raphael is also climbing, now at 20p, overtaking Wayne Train 94 and Newkembochum. Todar Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are rapidly catching up to Wayne Train 94 and Newkembochum, shrinking the gap by 567.1. Todar Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are making moves, now at 21p, overtaking Zago 22 and VD 39. Zago 22 and VD 39 are not backing down, moving up to 22p and overtaking Wayne Train 94 and Newkembochum. Electric Mary and Meyer have advanced to 10p, surpassing Nolga 77. Duff Dad is making gains on Nolga 77, closing the gap by 2.5. Meanwhile, Farah 023 has climbed to 23p, overtaking ST4NBZH and Obelix Marks. $81,792 and Super Lacroix now lead the race, surpassing Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. The trio of Electric Mary, Meyer, and Nolga 77 are fiercely contesting the 10th position. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird have advanced to 27th place, overtaking Wayne Train 94 and Newkembochum. Smurf 20 and Host Pirate are locked in a tight battle for 25th place, both driving a Ferrari 275 GTB/C and a Holden Monroe 73 respectively. Kokibai 90 and Siranov have advanced to 7p by overtaking Okyoki 3. MD 162 has also made a move, now at 25p after overtaking Smurf 20 and Host Pirate. Stiftsmachenjunge and Paradox are really putting the pressure on Okyoki 3, reducing the gap by 2.0. Stiftsmachenjunge and Paradox are putting on a strong performance, rapidly closing the gap on Okyoki 3 from Team COD by 31.8 units. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are making up ground on Bobardo, reducing the gap by 32.2. Stiefsmaidchenjunge and Paradox are also closing in on Okyoki 3, narrowing the gap by 2.4. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have climbed to 13p, overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Hey there, MBG 2129. Welcome back to the racetrack. Good to see you've returned for some high-speed action. Let's buckle up and enjoy the race together. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 have taken over the lead from 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Meanwhile, Lord Tokney and Laserlost have moved up to 14th place, surpassing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. R.A. Raphael is putting the pressure on Bobardo, cutting the gap by 3.9. Meanwhile, MD 162 has made a slick move, advancing to 23p by overtaking Ferrer 023. Currently, Todd Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg are making big moves, closing the gap by 25.9 to catch Edelberg and Komodo 3K. MD 162 is also closing in, reducing the gap by 2.4 to chase down Zago 22 and VD 39. Todd Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg making moves, now at 20p after overtaking Edelberg and Komodo 3K. Zago 22 and VD 39 are making a move, narrowing the gap to Edelberg and Komodo 3K by 5.2 seconds. Zago 22 and VD 39 are reeling in Edelberg and Komodo 3K, closing the gap by 5.2 seconds. Lord_Tokney and Laserlost have made a move up to 14th place, overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Duff Dad is making moves, now in 10th place after overtaking Stiefsmaidchenjunge and Paradox. The battle for the 10th spot is heating up between Duff Dad in a Shelby GT350 and Stiefsmaidchenjunge and Paradox, both driving a Ferrari 275 GTB/C. ST4NBZH and Obelix Marks in the Toyota 2000 GT are neck and neck with Smurf 20 and Verkehrhost Pert in the Ferrari 275 GTB/C. It's a tight battle for the 25th position. Gary 710 is closing in on One Serious Guy and Shipperman, reducing the gap by 3.6. Smurf 20 and Verkehrhost Pert have advanced to 25p, overtaking ST4NBZH and Obelix Marks. Electric Mary and Meyer now in 8th position after passing Okyoki 3. Stiefsmaidchenjunge and Paradox have advanced to 10th by overtaking Duff Dad. Buxisro has gained ground, now in 16th position after passing Gary 710. R.A. Raphael is making some impressive gains, closing the gap on Gary 710 by 38.3. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have made a strong move up to 12p, overtaking Duff Dad from Team COD. Duff Dad is closing the gap on Lord Tokney and Laserlost, reducing it by 16.3. Lord Tokney and Laserlost have moved up to 12p, overtaking Duff Dad. Duff Dad is now reeling in Lord Tokney and Laserlost, narrowing the gap by 16.3. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are making impressive progress, closing the gap to MD 162 by 24.3. 1 Serious Guy and Shipperman have advanced to 14th place, overtaking Bucksizero. However, Bucksizero has retaliated, overtaking Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge to secure 15th place. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge are feeling the heat as Gary 710 closes in by 6.3. Meanwhile, Bobardo is charging after Gary 710, reducing the gap by a significant 33.6. Keep an eye on this intense battle. Stiffs Machen Junge and Paradox are fiercely contesting the 10th spot, with their Ferrari 275 GTB/C and Shelby GT350 respectively. Meanwhile, Bucksizero made a move up to 14th place, successfully overtaking 1 Serious Guy and Shipperman. Noga 77 advances to 9P, surpassing Stiffs Machen Junge and Paradox. As a result, Stiffs Machen Junge and Paradox climb to 10P, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg also make gains, moving up to 19P, overtaking R. Raphael. Lord Tokeny and Laserlost have made a strong move, climbing to 11th place and overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Now, there's a heated battle for the 11th position between Lord Tokeny and Laserlost in the Porsche 904 and Electric Mary and Meyer in the Shelby GT350. MD 162 is also closing in on street for MBZH and Obelix Marks, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are making a move, now in 15th position after surpassing Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge. Zagoat 22, VD 39, Smurf 20, and Fakeho Spirit are locked in a tight battle for the 22nd spot. Meanwhile, MD 162 is gaining ground on street for MBZH and Obelix Marks, reducing the gap by 2.0 seconds. Smurf 20 and Fakeho Spirit have made a move, advancing to 22P by overtaking Zagoat 22 and VD 39. Gary 710 in the Ford Mustang GT and Bobardo in the Shelby GT350 are fiercely contesting the 17th position. Gary 710 and Bobardo are locked in a fierce duel for the 17th position. Gary 710 is piloting a Ford Mustang GT while Bobardo is commanding a Shelby GT350. Greg and Shipperman are making moves, now up to the 14th position after overtaking Bucksizero. Bucksizero has advanced to 14th place, surpassing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg are in a tight battle for 19th position, both driving Chevrolet Chevy Nova SS cars. Meanwhile, R. Raphael is pushing with the Shelby GT350. Raphael has made a fantastic move, climbing up to 19th place by overtaking both Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. Electric Mary and Meyer have advanced to 11th place, overtaking Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. It's a close battle between Electric Mary and Meyer in a Shelby GT350 and Lord Tokeny and Laserlost in a Porsche 904 for the 11th position. Sabine 27 has advanced to 4th place, overtaking Amin Sang and Sidriq. Lord Tokeny and Laserlost have made a move, advancing to the 11th position, successfully overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Electric Mary and Meyer have made a solid move, advancing to 11th place by overtaking Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. Someone said, race 12. Hey there, someone. Looks like you just joined us at a really exciting time. We're right in the middle of a fierce race between some amazing AI drivers. If you want to join in the fun and pick a car to support, simply type, "Hello Amy," or "Hey Amy" to chat with me and I'll guide you through how to participate. Feel free to hang out and enjoy the race. The race is heating up as one serious guy and shipperman make impressive moves, now at 14p after overtaking Bucksize Row. Electric Mary and Meyer are in a tight battle for 11th place, with Electric Mary driving a Shelby GT350 and Meyer in a Porsche 904. Meanwhile, ST4MBZH, Opel and MD162 are fiercely competing for 25th place, with ST4MBZH and Opel driving a Toyota 2000 GT and MD162 in a Holden Monaro 73. Raphael is closing in on Gary 710, reducing the gap by 3.2. Farah 023 and MD162 are currently contesting the 24th position. Farah 023 is piloting a Ford Mustang Boss 429, while MD162 is behind the wheel of a Holden Monaro 73. MD162 has advanced to position 24, overtaking Farah 023. Bucksize Row has made a strong move up to 15p, overtaking Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge. $81,792 and Super Lacroix have surged into the lead, overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. Meanwhile, Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have made gains, moving up to 15th place, overtaking Bucksize Row. Sabine 27 from Team Blast has made a decisive move, climbing to 3p by overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. Raphael has also made progress, advancing to 18p after overtaking Gary 710. Dovdad has made a strong move up to 12p, overtaking Lord Tokeny and Laserlost. They are in an intense battle for that position. MD162 has also climbed to 23p after overtaking Zago 22 and VD 39. Raphael is making an impressive move, closing in on Bobardo by 33.9 units. Stutzmage and Paradox have made a leap to 9p, overtaking Nulgus 77. Meanwhile, Electric Mary and Meyer are closing in on Nulgus 77 by 2.5 units. Electric Mary and Meyer have been making gains, closing the gap by 2.3 on Stiefsmädchenjunge and Paradox. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge are also on the move, reeling in One Serious Guy and Shipperman, closing the gap by 2.0. Sabine 27 has made a significant move, climbing to 2p by overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 have also advanced to 3p, surpassing Amin San and Sidriq. Meanwhile, Amin San and Sidriq have moved up to 4p, overtaking 10k Manine 704 and Sarayan Bot. Kokubai 90 and Siranov have advanced to 6p, surpassing 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Okilki 3 is making some impressive moves, advancing to 7th place by overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Over in the back, Farah 023, ST4MBZH, and Obelix Marks are locked in a tight battle for 25th position. The Ford Mustang Boss 429 and Toyota 2000 GT are really going head-to-head in this race. Noga 77 is making a quick move, narrowing the gap by 599.5 and aiming to overtake Stiefsmädchenjunge and Paradox. However, Stiefsmädchenjunge and Paradox have surged into 8th place, surpassing Noga 77. Looks like Noga 77 is determined to regain ground, closing the gap by 599.5 once again. Duff Dad made a swift move up to 11p, leaving Lord Tokeny and Laserlost behind. However, they managed to secure 12p by overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge have advanced to 13th place, surpassing One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Shipperman have climbed to 14th place by overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Stiefsmädchenjunge and Paradox are fiercely contesting the 8th position, with Stiefsmädchenjunge driving a Ferrari 275 GTB/C and Paradox in a Shelby GT350. In other news, Bucks Isro has advanced to 15p, overtaking Gary 710 from Team for 20, who has subsequently moved up to 16p, surpassing 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Bobardo makes a move, climbing to 17p, overtaking R.R. Raphael of Team Blast. Meanwhile, R.R. Raphael advances to 18p, surpassing 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Edovik and Komodo 3K have made a strong move up to 19p, passing Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg have advanced to 20p, overtaking 81,792 and Super Lacroix. Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate have climbed to 21p, overtaking MD 162. MD 162 has moved up to 22p, overtaking AITY 1792 and Super Lacroix. Tokeny and Laserlost now holding 11th place after overtaking Duff Dad. Zagoat 22 and VD 39 moved up to 23rd, passing 81,792 and Super Lacroix. ST4MBZH and Obelix Marks are making a strong move, closing in on Zagoat 22 and VD 39 with an impressive reduction of 594.2. Hogt03 and Andrew Edge have also made a significant advancement, now sitting at 12p after overtaking Duff Dad. The race dynamics are certainly heating up. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are making moves, now sitting in 13th place, while Buck's-Eyes Row has overtaken Duff Dad and is now in 14th place. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 are in a tight battle for 3p, with Lancia Stratos HF and Shelby GT350 going head-to-head. Meanwhile, Gary 710 has made an impressive move up to 15p, overtaking Duff Dad. On the other hand, Smurf 20 and Fakehost Pirate are steadily closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.1. Sabine 27, Lacroix 1980, and Vood 12 are locked in a fierce battle for second place. Stiffs Junge and Paradox have advanced to 7th position, overtaking Nogus 77. Meanwhile, Nogus 77 has climbed to 8th, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Lord Togni and Laserlost are making headway as they narrow the gap to Okyoki 3 from Team COD by 2.1 seconds. Edelberg and Komodo 3K have climbed to 18p, surpassing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Meanwhile, Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg have moved up to 19p, overtaking Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate. Zago 22 and VD 39 are making a strong move, closing the gap by 32.3 on MD 162. Meanwhile, Noga 77 is charging ahead, overtaking Stiffs Junge and Paradox to secure the 7th position. There's a tight battle for 7th place between Noga 77 in a Shelby GT350 and Stiffs Junge and Paradox, both driving a Ferrari 275 GTB/C. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 are in a fierce battle for 3rd place, with Lacroix 1980 driving a Lancia Stratos HF and Vood 12 in a Shelby GT350. Meanwhile, Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate have made impressive moves, now sitting in 19th place after overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Zago 22 and VD 39 have also made progress, moving up to 22nd place by overtaking Street for NBZH and Obelix Max. Smurf 20 and Fakehost Pirate are closing in on RRFIL, reducing the gap by 16.8. Meanwhile, Duff Dad is making a strong move up the field, overtaking for cars to secure 21p. Kamikars 38 and Slowbird are rapidly closing the gap on Thera 023 by 170.5. MD 162 has made a solid move up to 21p, surpassing Zago 22 and VD 39. Zago 22 and VD 39 have advanced to 22p, overtaking ST4NBZH and Obelix Max. ST4NBZH and Obelix Max have climbed to 23p, overtaking Thera 023. Zago 22 and VD 39 have made a significant move, gaining on Smurf 20 and Fakehost Pirate by 32.0 units. Electric Mary and Meyer have surged to 7p, surpassing Nogus 77. Nogus 77, Stiffs Junge, and Paradox are engaged in a fierce battle for 8p, with Nogus 77 in a Shelby GT350 and Stiffs Junge and Paradox both driving a Ferrari 275 GTB/C. MD 162 is making a strong move, closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg by 9.4 seconds. Amin San and Sidriq have surged to second place, passing Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 have also made a significant overtaking move to secure the third position, leaving Sabine 27 behind. 10K Manine 704 and Sir Ironbot are gaining on Sabine 27, reducing the gap by 3.0 seconds. Okyoki 3 has advanced to 9P, passing Lord Tokni and Laserlost. In turn, Lord Tokni and Laserlost have moved up to 10P, overtaking Electric Mary and Meyer. Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge are charging through, cutting the gap to Electric Mary and Meyer by 30.1. Meanwhile, Amin San and Sidriq have taken the lead, surpassing Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. Speaking of which, Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 have now moved up to second place, overtaking Sabine 27. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are making a move, closing in on Hugged 03 and Andrew Edge by 2.1. MD 162 is climbing up to 19P, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. Duff Dad is catching up to Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird, reducing the gap by 2.3. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are fiercely contesting the 13th position, with Smurf 20 and Host Bird making an impressive move to catch up with Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate are making gains on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. Zago 22 and VD39 have made an impressive move, reducing the gap to Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg by 2.5 seconds. Zago 22 and VD39 are making a strong push, reducing the gap to Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg by 7.4. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 have surged to 1P, passing Amin San and Sidriq. Zago 22 and VD39 have advanced to 21P, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg. Street 4 NBZH and Obelixamarks are closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Gary 710 is making a move, closing in on One Serious Guy and Shipperman by 2.6 units. Meanwhile, Duff Dad is also in the mix, closing the gap on Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird by 2.3 units. Kokubai 90 and Siranov are swiftly closing in on Amin San and Sidriq, reducing the gap by 30.3. Similarly, Stiffs Machen Junge and Paradox are quickly reeling in 10K Manine 704 and Sir Ironbot, narrowing the gap by 14.1. The action is heating up as the race progresses. Stiffs Machen Junge and Paradox are making gains, reducing the gap to Kokubai 90 and Siranov by 3.1. Meanwhile, Thera 023 is also closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg, narrowing the gap by 2.7. Stiffs Machen Junge and Paradox are making impressive progress, closing the gap on Kokubai 90 and Siranov by 34.6. Thera 023 is making a strong move, gaining on Todd R. Gardner and Suzanne Greenberg, cutting the gap by 2.1 seconds. Duff Dad is making a move, closing in on Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Ferrer 023 has advanced to 23p, overtaking both Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.0. Meanwhile, Duff Dad is reeling in Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird, closing the gap by 2.1. Kristen and Stephen are putting the pressure on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, edging closer by 2.5 seconds. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird have made an impressive move, closing the gap on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg by 2.5 seconds. ST4NBZH and Obelix are rapidly catching up to Zago 22 and VD 39, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Sabine 27 has moved up to 1p, overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12. Lacroix 1980 and Vood 12 are really setting the pace out there, followed closely by Sabine 27. Amin San and Sidriq are not far behind. This race is off to an intense start. Sabine 27 from Team Blast has been overtaken by Amin San and Sidriq, who have now moved up to 3p. Sabine 27 is quickly catching up to Amin San and Sidriq, reducing the gap by 10.1. Tenkamanine 704 and Sir Ironbot are making gains on Sabine 27, cutting the gap by 3.6. Ferrer 023 has climbed to 22p, overtaking ST4NBZH and Obelix. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.2. Tenkamanine 704 and Sir Ironbot are rapidly closing in on Sabine 27, reducing the gap by 29.9. Meanwhile, Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg have advanced to 23p, overtaking ST4NBZH and Obelix. Lord_Tokney and Laserlost have made a strong move, progressing to the 9th position by overtaking Nogas 77. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are making a strong push, closing in on Street for NBZH and Obelix, reducing the gap by 26.7. Electric Mary and Meyer are also gaining ground on Nogas 77, narrowing the gap by 2.4. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are keeping up the pressure, closing the gap by 26.7. Stiffsmage and Paradox are fiercely battling it out for 7th position, with Okyoki 3 in the mix driving a Shelby GT350. Hogged03 and Andrew Edge have made impressive moves, advancing to 11th position, overtaking Nogas 77. Similarly, Bobardo has advanced to 15th position, overtaking Gary 710 from Team for 20. Okyoki 3 has made a solid move to 7p, parsing Stiff's Machen Junge and Paradox. Buxizero is catching up to Mogul 77, closing in by 2.0. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.3. Dove has made an impressive move up to 25p, overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird. Dove is closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 3.4 seconds. Dove is closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Dove has made a strong move, closing the gap to Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg by 2.6 seconds. Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12 are struggling, dropping back 10 positions to 11p. Amin San and Sidriq have made a move to 2p, overtaking Sabine 27. Sabine 27 has advanced to 3p, overtaking 10K Manine 704 and Sarayan Bot. Sabine 27 is making a significant move, closing in on Amin San and Sidriq by 587.8 units. Meanwhile, Buxizero from Team Quark Express has advanced to 12p, overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12. Manine 704 and Sarayan Bot are making a strong move, closing in on Sabine 27 from Team Blast by 571.9. Meanwhile, Bobardo has advanced to 14p, overtaking Gary 710. Farah 023 has made a great move up to 21p, parsing Zago 22 and VD 39. Meanwhile, Dove is gaining on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 4.5. Okyoki 3 from Team COD is making a strong move, closing the gap by 567.4 and aiming for Kokubai 90 and Sirenov. ST4NBZH and Obalixamax are also gaining ground, reducing the gap by 30.6 as they pursue Zago 22 and VD 39. The race dynamics are heating up. Oh no! Rest in peace, Lacroix 1980. It's always rough when things don't go as planned in racing. Electric Mary and Meyer are making a strong move, closing the gap by 589.4 to Lord Tokni and Laserlost. Meanwhile, Edobik and Komodo 3K have advanced to 16p, overtaking RR Raphael. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are making some serious moves, closing the gap by 581.3. And look at that, Smurf 20 and Fake Ghost Pirate have overtaken Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12 to move up to 19th position. Gary 710 is making a strong push, closing the gap on Bobardo by a whopping 592.8 units. Farah 023 now holds the 20th position after overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12. One Serious Guy, Shipperman, and Bobardo are locked in a fierce battle for 13th position. One Serious Guy and Shipperman are steering Master RX-3 GTS, while Bobardo is maneuvering a Shelby GT350. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are making significant gains on Gary 710, reducing the gap by 537.6. Meanwhile, Bobardo has advanced to 13p, successfully overtaking One Serious Guy and Shipperman. Keep an eye on the intense battle for position. MD 162 is making a strong push, gaining on RR Raphael and closing the gap by 589.9 units. Dovdad is on the move, advancing to 23p and overtaking Lacroix 1980 and Vu 12. Lord Togni and Laserlost have successfully advanced to 7th place, overtaking Stiffs Machenjunge and Paradox. The battle for 7th place is heating up among Lord Togni and Laserlost in a Porsche 904 and Stiffs Machenjunge and Paradox in a Ferrari 275 GTB/C. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird have moved up to 24th place, surpassing Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Stiffs Machenjunge and Paradox have advanced to 7p, surpassing Lord Togni and Laserlost. They are currently locked in a battle for the 7th position with Stiffs Machenjunge and Paradox driving a Ferrari 275 GTB/C and Lord Togni and Laserlost piloting a Porsche 904. Meanwhile, Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg have progressed to 24p, overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird. Zago 22 and VD 39 are making a strong move, reducing the gap to Ferra 023 by 579.3 units. Keep an eye on this intense battle for position. Dovdad is making an impressive move, closing the gap on Street for NVZH and Obelaxamarks by 584.9. It's an exciting race as Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are rapidly closing in on Dovdad, reducing the gap by a significant 570.4 units. Kamikaze 38 and Slowbird are making a significant move, closing the gap by 594.7 on Todd R. Gardner and Susanne Greenberg. Stiffs Machenjunge and Paradox are in a tight battle with Lord Togni and Laserlost for 7th position. Stiffs Machenjunge and Paradox are driving a Ferrari 275 GTB/C while Lord Togni and Laserlost are in a Porsche 904. Noga 77 and Buxizro are locked in a battle for the 11th position. Buxizro has advanced to 11th place, passing Noga 77. Dovdad is making moves, narrowing the gap to Street for NVZH and Obelaxamarks by 2.3. Zago 22 and VD39 are neck and neck with ST4 NBZH and Obelix marks, all vying for the 21st position. It's a tight battle as they navigate the track in their respective Porsche 911 RS 2.7 and Toyota 2000 GT cars. ST4 NBZH and Obelix marks have made a significant move, advancing to 21st position by overtaking Zago 22 and VD39. ST4 NBZH and Obelix marks are making gains, narrowing the gap to Ferra 023 by 2.5 seconds. Meanwhile, Dovdad is closing in on Zago 22 and VD39, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. ST4 NBZH and Obelix marks have advanced to the 20th position, passing Zago 22 and VD39. Meanwhile, Zago 22 and VD39 have progressed to 21st place, overtaking Dovdad. Dovdad has moved up to 22nd position, surpassing Ferra 023. Tadar Gardner and Susanne Greenberg are rapidly closing in on Ferra 023 from Team Blue Star, reducing the gap by 34.4 seconds. Ara Raphael from Team Blast in the Shelby GT350 is currently locked in a close battle with MD 162 in the Holden Monroe 73 for 17th position. It's neck and neck between these two drivers as they navigate the track. Zago 22 and VD39 are in a tight battle with Dovdad for the 21st position. Zago 22 and VD39 are handling a Porsche 911 RS 2.7, while Dovdad is maneuvering a Shelby GT350. Zago 22 and VD39 are currently locked in a tight battle for 21st position, with Dovdad also in the mix. Zago 22 and VD39 are both driving the Porsche 911 RS 2.7, while Dovdad is behind the wheel of a Shelby GT350. Buxisro is closing the gap on Hugged 03 and Andrew edged by 2.3 seconds. Edelberg and Komodo 3K are dueling it out for the 16th position, both in classic cars with the Jaguar E-Type lightweight and Shelby GT350. Meanwhile, ST4 NBZH, Obelix marks, and Dovdad are engaged in a battle for 20th place, with a Toyota 2000 GT and another Shelby GT350 in the mix. Dovdad has made a good move up to 20p, overtaking ST4 NBZH and Obelix marks. Sabine 27 is putting up quite a fight against Amin San and Cedric for the second position. The Shelby GT350 and Lancia Stratos HF are in an intense battle. Sabine 27 has advanced to second place, surpassing Amin San and Cedric. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Shipraman are currently locked in a tussle with Gary 710 for the 14th position. One Serious Guy and Shipraman are piloting a Mazda RX-3 GT, while Gary 710 is navigating a Ford Mustang GT. Congratulations to the winners. That was an intense race, especially on the last lap. Can't wait for the next one.